everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Learning Center. I'm Jessica, and I'm really happy you're listening today because this episode is going to help you talk about your day in English in a very natural way. Don't worry if your English is not perfect. You don't need big words. You just need the right structure and a little confidence.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike, and I want to say something important before we start. If you can talk about your day in English, you can talk about your life. This is one of the most useful skills in spoken English.
That's true, Mike. And today we're going to focus on something English learners often find confusing, but it's actually very simple once you understand it. We're talking about the present perfect tense.
Yes, and the good news is you already use it in your daily life. You just don't realize it yet.
Exactly. So let's start with a very common and very natural question. Mike, how has your day been?
My day has been good, but a little busy.
Perfect sentence. Listen carefully, everyone. Mike said, my day has been good. He didn't say was, he said has been, because the day is not finished yet.
Yes, the day is still going on. I'm still here, still talking, still learning.
And still drinking coffee.
Of course, I've already had 2 cups.
2 cups? I've only had 1. I think I'm falling behind.
So you can already hear the present perfect. I've already had 2 cups. This tense connects the past to now.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you something, Mike. What have you done today so far?
Okay, let me think. I've woken up early today. I've brushed my teeth. I've taken a shower, and I've had breakfast.
Very good. And notice how Mike didn't say the exact time. He didn't say at 7 a.m. or at 8 a.m.
Yes, because when we use the present perfect, the exact time is not important.
That's right. The action happened sometime today, and today is not finished yet.
Let me add a few more things. I've checked my phone too many times. I've replied to some messages, and I've tried to stay focused.
Tried is a very honest word.
Yes, I've tried is something I say every day.
Now let me talk about my day. I've prepared this podcast, I've reviewed some English sentences, and I've thought a lot about how to explain grammar in a simple way.
And how has that gone?
It's gone well, but sometimes English grammar feels like explaining why the sky is blue.
That's a deep topic for an English podcast.
Now, listeners, let's slow down and practice together. Imagine someone asks you, "What have you done today?" You can answer with very simple sentences.
You can say, I've worked today.
Or, "I've studied English."
Or, I've stayed at home.
Or, "I've gone to the market."
These sentences are simple, but they are very powerful.
Yes, and you don't need long answers. Short answers are completely okay. Now, Mike, let me ask you another common and natural question. Have you eaten lunch yet?
No, I haven't eaten lunch yet.
Good example. You used haven't and yet.
Yes, yet is very common in negative sentences.
Exactly. I can say, I haven't finished my work yet.
Or I haven't watched TV yet.
Or I haven't called my friend yet. Mike, be honest. Have you finished all your work today?
No, I haven't finished all my work yet.
Same here. I've finished some tasks, but I haven't completed everything.
And that's real life. English doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real.
Now let's practice asking questions. This is very important for conversation. Mike, ask me about my day.
Okay, Jessica, how has your day been so far?
It's been busy but productive. I've learned a few new things today.
Nice. Have you talked to anyone interesting today?
Yes, I have. I've spoken to a student who was very excited about learning English.
That's great. Have you faced any problems today?
Well, I've lost my pen again.
Again?
Yes, I've lost the same pen 3 times today.
Maybe the pen doesn't want to study English.
That's possible. It's running away from grammar.
Now listeners, notice something. We're using have and has again and again. This is the base of the present perfect.
I have, you have, we have, they have, and he has, she has. So I say, I have learned. Jessica says, she has learned.
Good reminder, grammar becomes easy when you repeat it.
Now let's talk about experiences during the day. Mike, have you ever felt tired before lunch?
every single day. I felt tired many times before lunch.
Same. I've felt tired and I've wanted to sleep, but I've continued working.
That's a very useful sentence. I've wanted to sleep. Listeners, you can use present perfect with feelings too.
Yes, you can say, I've felt happy today.
Or I've felt nervous.
Or I've felt confident speaking English.
That last one is my favorite.
Mine too. Now, let's do a short role play. Imagine we meet in the afternoon.
Hey Mike, nice to see you. How's your day been?
Hey Mike, it's been okay. I've been very busy at work.
Have you taken a break?
Not really. I haven't taken a proper break yet.
That sounds stressful.
Yes, but I've managed it somehow.
Good job. I've had a similar day.
Now, let's stop for a moment and explain something important. Sometimes learners say, I did my work today. This sentence is not always wrong, but when the day is not finished, native speakers often say, I have done my work today.
Yes, especially in spoken English.
So if it's still today and the result matters now, use present perfect.
For example, I've completed my homework today.
Or I've cleaned my room today.
But if yesterday is finished, you say, I cleaned my room yesterday.
Simple rule. Now let's practice negatives again because they are very common. Mike, what haven't you done today?
I haven't gone to the gym today.
I haven't cooked anything special today.
I haven't watched any movies today.
See how easy that is?
Yes, and you can add yet at the end.
I haven't gone to the gym yet.
I haven't cooked yet.
Now let's talk about short answers. These make your English sound natural and confident.
Mike, have you checked your emails?
Yes, I have.
Have you replied to all of them?
No, I haven't.
Perfect.
Jessica, have you practiced English today?
Yes, I have.
Have you made any mistakes?
Of course I have. I've made many mistakes.
Mistakes are good. They mean you're learning.
Exactly. I've learned more from mistakes than from success.
That's a powerful sentence. Now, listeners, let's do a small practice together. Say it out loud even if you're alone. I have learned something new today.
I haven't given up.
I've tried to speak English.
If you're listening to this podcast, you've already practiced English today.
That means you're doing better than you think.
Yes, and you should feel proud of yourself.
Now let's slow down the conversation and make it more natural. Mike, what has been the best part of your day so far?
The best part of my day has been recording this podcast.
That's nice to hear. And what about you? The best part of my day has been knowing that people are learning from us.
That's why we do this.
Yes, teaching and learning go together.
Now let's talk about the end of the day, because this is also very common.
In the evening, someone might ask you, what have you done today? And you can answer calmly.
I've worked today.
I've studied.
I've rested.
I've spent time with my family.
All of these are correct.
You don't need to impress anyone with big grammar.
You just need to communicate.
Before we finish, let's do one last natural conversation. Mike, it's evening now. How has your day been overall?
It's been long but good. I've done many things and I've learned a lot.
Have you enjoyed the day?
Yes, I have. Even though I've been tired, I've enjoyed it.
That's a very real sentence. And you, Jessica? I've had a busy day too, but I felt happy and satisfied.
That's a great way to end the day.
So, listeners, today you've learned how to talk about your day in English using the present perfect.
You've heard real sentences, real mistakes, and real conversation.
Try to use these sentences every day. Even simple sentences can make you fluent.
Thank you for listening to Mr. English Learning Center.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
See you next time.
Bye everyone, and happy English learning.